And we are live.
Hey guys, how are you? How are you? How are you?
And guess what day it is?
It's Thursday.
Well, it is Thursday. Yes, let's confuse everyone. It's Tea Talk on Thursday. You know, things happen, life happens, and sometimes we have to kind of shuffle things around. That's what we did. So we are having Tea Talk on Thursday. But today is another reason, big magical reason why we're hyped about today.
Bing, 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 bing.
So, MJ, tell us about it.
So today we have this beautiful 5-5 portal open, which is all about abundance, calling in your finances, calling on your prosperity. This is the day that the portal is open. And don't wait. Don't let anybody tell you wait till 5-5 or 5-5. Yeah, that's wonderful, that moment at that time. But the portal is open, guys. Let's get some green on. Let's call in prosperity. What are you calling in today? What are you asking for? You know what? You could just use your words. You could light a candle. You could just wear green or gold. You could work with crystals that call in prosperity, so that way you have those crystals. See, I brought all my crystals here so you can call in your prosperity for you, and you can call in the money. And that's what we want you to we want you to know, guys. So 5-5, if you're available to light a 5-5 candle, a Greek candle, get some herbs. Any of the herbs that we use that are for prosperity are really good for today. Put them on your candle, anoint it with some beautiful oils, and let's light that blessings. What do you want? And I'm going to tell you to be selfish today. Why, MJ? Be selfish? Yes, because it's all about you. What are you calling in? What are you passionate about? What are your dreams and hopes? You know what? Everyone else can be fine when you get your stuff. So your family, my kids, oh, I only want my kids. I only want my husband. I want my mom. And no, when you call in your passion and you are in your line of alignment with the universe of what's good for you, so are your kids, so are your husband, so is your mom. So always know, keep your flow going high. They're going to catch up. And that's where you want them to be, always catching up to a higher level of you. And that's what we're here to talk about, guys.
Exactly.
So this is
And
the 5-5 blessings.
You always want to serve from the overflow. You're not serving from your cup. So you overflow and then you're serving from the overflow. Right?
Right, because it's dripping. It's like a waterfall. Like she said, imagine a waterfall dripping down. When your cup is filled, what is it? My cup runneth over. My cup runneth over for my children and my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren and so on. Remember, that's ancestral magic you are creating when you have that abundance and flow in your heart. So beautiful. Yes. Yes. That's what today is about, guys, is calling in that flow.
All right. So you want to, I know I have my money jar. Do you want us to do a little?
Do you have my money jar?
Round up a little bit of money.
Did you leave mine outside? Hold on 1 second before we do that, because.
So the next thing that we're going to do while we're waiting is we're going to be talking about the Amazonite herbal tea blend.
Oh,
that's
Okay, yeah. So. Sorry, I didn't see you put it there. Yes, we had to come in. The internet was really sucky outside. Come here, Anna. Anna's here with us today, and she's going to come in. Where's your 5-5 candle before you put that out? So this is called the shaker jar. It is a prosperity jar. If anybody wants the recipe, I'm more than happy to put this recipe. This is called a prosperity shaker jar. Why is it a shaker? Because we shake those herbs. We shake those herbs 3 times. Shake those herbs. You call in your prosperity. You call in your money. So these jars are really good to keep on your altar. And every time you want something, say, I'm saving for my vacation. Yes. You are shaking it into existence. I want my new home. Yes. You see, you shake the money jars, and then what we do, and what Anna is going to show you here is, see, this is every time you have another event. The jar, once you make it, you never open it again. But you do anoint a fresh candle every time there's a special event. I have a new job. I have an interview. I'm having a girlfriend. I want love. I want money, and because green is about money. So this is a green because it's all about the money. You put that on here, your finances. You want to open your office, your business. You anoint your candle with the prosperity herbs, and guess what? You put it on, you let it melt, and guess what? You are adding your blessings over and over. So one more time, guys, we're going to shake our jar together. Shake them jars! Shake them jars! Yay! And call in the blessings you deserve. You know what? You deserve it no matter what.
And one thing I'd like to add to with the green candle, for me, green is also about growth. So with 5-5 being all about money, just picture your money growing, whether it's part of some creativity project that you're doing, or you have a bunch of money sitting in the bank, just imagine your money growing, right? Or it could be, here's one of the things, let's throw out a couple of tips. I keep a piece of green aventurine and a piece of citrine in my purse. And I also keep a gold $100 bill in my purse, as well as one of those $2 bills that most people think is kind of fake, but it's a real $2 bill also. So those are just little tips that you can do today if you want to start something different on 5-5, is put a piece of green aventurine, a piece of citrine inside of your purse, as well as some paper money. Not just coins, but have some paper money in there as well, that you always keep in there, not the money that you're going to circulate. All right.
Or get some rosemary. Get a little piece of rosemary right off the branch and take the rosemary. How much of a blessing is that? And take the whole rosemary stem, make a small piece with a leaf and put it in, and it does the same exact thing. And you don't have to buy a crystal, okay? Or you
Look at
yourself
us switching roles around.
Yeah. And you can put on a little piece of paper. You can draw and set your intentions and sign your name to it. Kiss it and put it in you, and it's doing the same exact thing, guys. So I want you to know, when it comes to magic, there are no rules in magic. There is no black or white. It is what you create. Use your intention to create it, and it'll happen.
Yep, exactly. All right. So we are going to move along to Amazonite, which is our throat chakra tea. Now, the irony is, I couldn't find my piece of Amazonite. You ever had that happen to you, where a piece of crystal just vanishes for like months at a time?
Yeah, because it was on my tray right here. Now it's not here. I'm missing a piece.
I had that happen to me before with my favorite piece of lapis lazuli. It vanished, and I looked and I searched. I tore the house upside down, could not find it. And because I knew I had it in one specific spot, and it wasn't there, and no one moved it. And then several weeks later, it reappeared in the same spot that I had looked, I don't know how many times. So I don't know if has that ever happened to you? So I can't find my piece of Amazonite, which is what this tea is named after. So I don't have Amazonite for you today. So I decided to wear my turquoise necklace, which is also a throat chakra stone. But MJ, you have a piece that you were just showing us.
Yeah, that's a small piece that I have in Amazonite. That is beautiful piece. It's my heart, and it sits right next to my lapis. You see, and these are my pieces. I brought my hearts out today because I'm giving you all a piece of my heart to know how much you are loved. Love yourself enough to know that you deserve it. So that's why I'm saying, set your intention today. Today's a beautiful. Say you lack love. I love myself. Start loving, because you want someone else to love you. I love myself. Fake it till you make it. Look at yourself in the mirror. I love myself. I love myself. And when we're talking about throat chakra, because it's all about throat chakra, we're talking about speaking your truth. And who better to speak the truth than yourself? Because it starts with you. If you're lying to yourself, you're lying to everyone. So we want to clear out that throat chakra. So this amazing tea that Gina put together is going to help. But it's not only about the tea, it's using those beautiful herbs that are all going to help you. So she's going to start telling us about the tea, and then we're going to talk about the throat chakra and keep these blessings going, guys. When it comes to 5-5, this is all day. The portal is open. It's not going to close at the end of the day. Set your blessings today. Know how much you deserve to set them. And I've been telling Anna all day today, I'm part of a program here that we believe the money is out there. You just got to go and get it. Okay. So what intentions are you setting to get the money? Because this is the universe and the money is out there. You just got to go get it. Don't work an excuse.
Energy like everything else.
Right. You just got to go and reach for it. So what are you reaching for today?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And the reason why I chose Amazonite, I want to kind of clarify that a little bit, because there's so many different stones related to the throat chakra, but I chose Amazonite because it is a stone of empowerment. And one of the things that I've been working on, and MJ knows this, is um, stepping out and speaking my truth, right? And that has been one of my challenges. So I chose amazonite because it is an empowerment stone. Um, I also have a piece of aquamarine, which is kind of a stone that kind of encourages you to kind of go with the flow. There's a lot more water energy there, but I really needed something that's going to like girl, do your thing, girl, do this, just step out and start speaking, start empowering yourself. And that's why I named it amazonite, and I chose that particular stone for this throat chakra tea. Now, the ingredients of this tea are blueberries, and you can use either dried or fresh, blackberry leaf. You can also use blackberries in this, and I actually use some fresh, the frozen blackberries in with a smoothie that I'm going to show you. Elderberry is another option. Now, this I need to remember to say this. You do not have to use every single ingredient that I'm listing. You can choose the ones that you feel you need, but I would definitely keep in the blueberry and blackberry leaf. Those are the two critical ones for the throat chakra. But others include elderberry. There's echinacea, and echinacea I'm going to put in as optional because I know there are a lot of if you have any kind of autoimmune condition, especially lupus, there are a lot of doctors who will tell you don't use echinacea because it boosts your immune system too quickly. I personally don't have an issue with it, but if you want to be on the safe side, just do not use echinacea. Okay. Ginger is also in here, licorice root, lemongrass, hibiscus, and we've spoken about those ingredients already, so we're not going to go into any great detail there. And then we'll also talk about different ways that you can utilize the tea, like for making smoothies. There's a blueberry kale smoothie that I'm going to mention, blueberry lemonade. So there are several different ways, okay? So we're going to talk about the blueberries first. Did you want to say something, MJ, before I...
About the blueberries? I have a whole lot on the blueberries, but you start and then I'll go with you. So
all right, so blueberries. Let's talk about blueberries. The CDC, which everybody knows, CDC is the Center for Disease Control, right? They call blueberries a powerhouse fruit. The Mayo Clinic refers to blueberries as being a superfood. So those two organizations right there already have, think that blueberries is an amazing, amazing fruit. It is loaded with antioxidants, very low calories, so you can pretty much sit and eat as much blueberries as you want. I mean, it's kind of sort of, we always say, within limits, don't go making yourself sick, but it is a low calorie fruit that's loaded with all kinds of benefits. So it's also considered to be an anti-aging fruit. It is loaded with fiber. So if you have any kind of digestive issues, you know what I'm talking about, like constipation, eating some blueberries that kind of help to get things moving, right? It has vitamins A, C, as well as copper. It helps to regulate your blood sugar. So if you have issues with diabetes, my only caveat here is make sure you're working with your doctor. If you are taking any kind of diabetes medication, know that blueberries are going to probably lower your blood sugar. So you do want to, and you're probably saying, it's a fruit. Do I really need to consult my doctor if I'm taking? Yes. Always work with your doctor if you're taking
everything in moderation, guys. Everything.
It does support heart health because it does help to regulate your blood pressure as well. So by regulating your blood pressure, it's going to support a healthy heart. It is known for improving brain function. There've been lots of studies that have been done around blueberries and brain and cognitive function. There's a lot of research being done for blueberries and in support of cancer prevention as well. But you are free to go and look up all of the research that's there. There's tons of it. We could possibly go through it in a few minutes. Blueberries is one of the anti-inflammatory fruits. Next to, pineapple and papaya, blueberries is another very powerful anti-inflammatory. And like I mentioned, it does aid with digestion. Here's the other thing. If you have, and I know a lot of women have these concerns, UTIs. Blueberries, the compounds that are found in blueberries are the same compounds that are found in cranberries. So if you typically drink cranberry juice whenever you have a UTI. You can also eat blueberries or drink blueberry juice or a blueberry smoothie and get the same kind of benefits because it's the same compound that's found in cranberry juice, right? And a lot of people are not aware of that. So that is your blueberries in a nutshell. The powerhouse,
Okay.
known as the CDC referred to it as.
Now, I love blueberries, and blueberries on the spiritual side, what? Now, that's a female energy. It's watery, all right? It deals with the earth. It's the moon. It's Venus. It flows with the sign of Cancer and Pisces, all right? And we're talking about blueberries are good for your skin. So back in the day, they would make youth potions out of it. People would compact it on because all the vitamins were so good. It was meant to keep you young. It brings calming down. So blueberries, the antioxidants in it and all the minerals in it help you calm. It's very good for the memory. So if you're having memory issues, you want to have some in there. Now, during the full moon, back in the day, roll a white candle with some blueberry powder, and it brings peace into your life. So blueberries are considered peace. So you want some, please? Blueberries, okay? Now, when you're opening up a circle, and we're doing an opening up a circle, you can add some blueberry powder around it as well for protection, and it keeps black magic away. So if somebody's trying to throw black magic, put some blueberry powder. Look at that. Look at all the benefits of just this that blueberry powder in your circle, and guess what? There's nothing coming in. It's like a extra layer of protection. For psychic protection, bake a pie. So this is where I tell you, go eat some blueberry pie because you are adding the most amazing ingredients in your body. Seriously, back in the day, they would make pies for protection, and they would feed, in medieval times, they would feed their husbands and the warriors that would go to war blueberry pie because it was spiritual protection from the witches and every ailments out there. So how great is that? I love me some blueberry pie. So bring it on, baby. All right. Also, they would place blueberries underneath the doormats for undesirable people to stay away. So say you didn't want any company or you want some people to just stay away, put some blueberry powder underneath your doormat, dry those blueberries up and crush them and put the dust, a line at your door, and it keeps them away. So blueberry is really, 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 really good. And the last one, we're talking in ancient times. Blueberries were used by the emperors. Okay, they would eat them to empower the body because they helped recharge them. So they would eat them. They became a very elite food because of all the nutrients to stay young and to keep the body healthy. They felt it was like a God's food. So that's what I have for you for blueberry, and it's yummy. I think we all need to get some pie today. You get blueberry, I get berry. I want the blueberry.
And that's the thing too. I mentioned about this being being anti-aging or having anti-aging benefits, but this is nothing new. People have known about this for hundreds of years, if not thousands of years, right? We're just as the science industry is just, they're validating blueberry. Should we say that?
Right. And so there was an article a couple of years ago. I think there's that super, and I'm not promoting anyone, but there's that supermodel Grisella or something. She's married to the football player, so Tom Brady. So they are on a blueberry diet. They believe, reading the article, all the blue vegetables, the blue herbs, the blues help with the skin and to keep them younger looking. So go look at her picture. She's eating a lot of blue. So she's eating blueberry pie. I want to eat some pie too.
Maybe that's one of the things we need to whip up today. Call it in. All right, so that's all about blueberries. Now the thing is, the next main ingredient is blackberries, and they have very, very similar benefits to blueberries. And the blackberries was not an original ingredient in this tea, but I put it in there because initially it was blackberry leaf. So you can put in fresh blackberries as well, which is what I did with the smoothie. And I also put some fresh blackberries in. Let me show you the tea that I'm drinking, actually. This is the tea I'm drinking, the hot tea. And then I also made a smoothie.
Look at that. Looks amazing. Oh, my God. I want to drink that right now. See, and if you're healthy, that's a blueberry pie. You could name your smoothie blueberry pie. Remember, it's a
Yes,
mindset, and
exactly.
drink the blueberry pie.
You know what? I'm going to write that down. Where's my pen? All right, so blackberries. Blackberries, like I said, very similar to blueberries. The benefits are very similar. It is very, very good for your immune system. It does build your immune system, very similar to what MJ mentioned for the blueberries. And this is stuff that they've known from way back in the day, right? It's loaded with vitamins A, B, C, and E. And we know vitamin C is critical when it comes to collagen production, right? And collagen production is necessary to kind of keep your skin looking nice and plump, and as well as your joints being healthy, all of that stuff, right? So it's loaded with antioxidants, just like blueberries, helps to reduce stress. And we know that when you reduce stress in your body, your skin actually looks better because it's not fighting all of these, antioxidants and fighting off illness and all of that, those things. Has tons of potassium, loaded with magnesium, calcium. Again, the anti-aging benefits are endless. It has vitamin K, which we know is great for bone health as well as for your joint health. There are loads of benefits for hair, for your skin, for your body. Helps to fight anemia, iron deficiency anemia. Let me clarify because there's so many different types of anemia. It helps to fight iron deficiency anemia. It is helpful when it comes to blood sugar control. Again, just like blueberries. And again, consult with your doctor if you're taking any kind of diabetes medication or anything to help to regulate your blood sugar. It does, again, help to improve your digestion. So if you suffer from any kind of indigestion, constipation, that sort of thing, having some blackberries does help with that.
But not in moderation. I'm going to
in
stop
moderation.
you because
yes.
I want to tell you, I've had an experience where I went on a Blackberry binge. Oh boy, the binge that went in was the binge that came out. So you don't want to do that because Blackberries really do work well.
Now, I wouldn't recommend unless you're having like a serious issue with constipation. Yes,
exactly.
Moderation, because I know people who have, and this. There's a quick story. A friend of mine actually went to a doctor because she was having like really bloating issues. I mean, her stomach was just like severe swollen, and she hadn't gone to the bathroom in a long time. So the doctor did some scans of the stomach and came back and literally looked at and I'm going to keep this family friendly. Looked at my friend and said, you are full of, and used the S word that ended with the T. And she was shocked. She looked at the doctor. How dare you talk to me like that? And he said, no, I don't think you get it. Here, look at your scan. You are literally full of, because she was so compacted and hadn't gone to the bathroom in forever. So if you're having, a case like that, please, yes, have some blackberries, get that stuff moving, and throw in some probiotics and, those type of things to kind of help with the process. But yes, unless you are having an issue like that, do not overdo the blackberries, please. Moderation with everything. So it does help to improve digestion. It helps to promote hair growth. Now, we have to look at all the research that's there. And if you're having any kind of issues related to, like patches, thinning of hair, check out the research where it talks about blackberries and helping with the regrowing of your hair. It's very interesting. It does help to hydrate skin, which MJ referred to with the blueberries as well. So blackberries and blueberries, very powerful combination. It's high in fiber, again, which is why it helps with the digestion. And because we know that our bodies need that fiber, it's kind of almost like a broom sweeping out our intestines, right? That's what the fiber is needed for. So it's great for detox. It does help to enhance cognitive function, just like the blueberries. It's great for dental. This part was something that I actually learned recently, that blackberries are great for any kind of for dental health concerns. So if what it does is it helps to prevent certain bacteria which can cause things like gingivitis. So the blackberries, or the compounds in blackberries, actually help to prevent that type of bacteria from occurring the bacteria that's associated with gum disease and that sort of thing. Yep. And that is it for blackberries in a nutshell. Because like I said,
In a nutshell.
yes, we could go into great detail on so many of these benefits for blueberries as well as blackberries, but we don't have
Yeah, and then so on the spiritual side for blackberry leaves, it's once again it's on Venus because it's similar to blueberry. It's also a water, and they use this one for healing. So back in the days, they would crush it up and put it on wounds. You can do it today too because it helps with wounds and scars. So if you have nothing, you get some blueberries, clear up the wound, pack it on, and it helps the ingredients and the minerals within the blackberries help heal the wounds. I mean, like I said, nothing, call your doctor, please talk about, but if you're out there, this is back in the day it worked. So if it worked back then, there's no reason why it can't work today. And they would impact it on the wounds. Now, being that way, they would use this in healing spells. They would dry it up and use it in money spells, perfect for today. So blackberry today, or have some blackberry pie, that's another thing, or a smoothie. All these things are going to help you and your body. So very good one.
Yeah, definitely. Now, there are other ingredients that we've mentioned before, and these ones we've spoken about in other live streams. So what I'm going to do is just tag those live streams rather than going into detail. But I will say why a particular one is in here. Lemongrass, aka fever grass in the Caribbean, where I'm from, I call it fever grass, but most people in the Western, in America, refer to it as lemongrass. It helps to relieve anxiety. Now, one of the things, because this is a throat chakra tea, when people are nervous about speaking, for me, for years, getting up, in front of public or even doing a live stream, I was a nervous wreck. And even today, doing live streams, even though I've done hundreds of them, I still get nervous going onto a live stream. So lemongrass helps to relieve that anxiety, right? When you're nervous or anxious about getting in front of a camera, what tends to happen is you kind of get shut down here, right? You can't, the words that you want to utter, they're just not coming because you get all tied up there. So the lemongrass is in here because it does help to relieve the anxiety. The marshmallow root is also in here. We've mentioned in a previous live stream about the hydration that the marshmallow root provides because of the mucilage that's, when you boil the tea, there's like I don't want to call it a sticky film, but that's pretty much what it is. So it kind of helps to soothe from your throat all the way down, right, to your gut. So marshmallow root is in here. Licorice root is in here. Licorice root is a known therapy for what we call leaky gut. So it helps to kind of seal your stomach from, things passing through to places where they have no business going. So those are the reasons why those particular ingredients are in here. Now there's also cinnamon in here, which we know is an anti-inflammatory. Ginger is in here, which is another powerful anti-inflammatory, but also helps, together, all of these ingredients combine to make a very powerful throat chakra tea. So you're probably saying throat chakra, what in the world is the throat chakra? You want to kind of talk a little bit about the organs that the throat chakra covers, because it's not just the throat, right?
No, so the throat chakra is considered, it's part of your throat. So it's above the center of the collarbone, and this is the center that governs your speech and your creativeness. Okay, this talks about, so let's talk about what happens when your throat chakra is balanced. You express your feelings, you have feelings, your thoughts, you have clarity, you speak freely, you say what you feel and you feel what you say. You don't hold back. Your imagination, it's clear. Now, if it's underactive, you have a fear of speaking, difficulty pulling your feelings, you can't talk, you become shy, you're quiet, withdrawn, out of touch, with no desire for anyone. Now, if it's overactive, you're too talkative, you talk way too much, like, can you please slow down? You're over talkative, you speak, you're very defensive when you talk. All right, you overshare, you overgive, you're critical of others, you're very judgmental. The first thing you do is start judging people. You got to say to yourself, if you're judging somebody, Your throat chakra is overactive because you shouldn't be judging anyone. So that's what happens when it is. Now, this is a G frequency. The note is a frequency. So if we're talking Hertz music, it's all about 400 to 200 or 740 to 900 Hertz for the throat chakra, moving the energy. So all those frequencies will help clear it. Now the seed sound is hum. So we're hum, and even a simple hum, you see, it's just the vibration in the chakra. All right. Now the chakra, it's not only right here. We're talking about all the organs and the shoulder and the things that come along with it. So if you feel like you have a lot of, like you're holding the world on your chest and you're stressed in your shoulders and your neck, this is all this area that's being affected by it and that you need to clear. So the reality is, here is an affirmation for you when it comes to your throat chakra. I speak with total confidence. Now is safe to express my true feelings, to create the life I desire. Everything I do and say is an expression of love. And there it is, because it's all about expressing yourself kindly with love and compassion, but doing it. And don't say, and I'm going to be very honest here, well, I'm love and light, and that means I can't get, no, you can get freaking pissed off, but understand who you are to know back, say your truth, speak it clearly without any aggression. You can say things and get your point passionately, but you don't have to be aggressive. Passionate and aggression are two separate things. And when you are aligned with your throat chakra, you have the ability to speak your truth to people and clear that energy and not be afraid. And it's so important.
Yeah. So I wanted to mention a few of the organs. We mentioned the throat, but there's the mouth, your tongue, the neck, which you mentioned, the ears, and your thyroid and parathyroid glands, which are also located right here. So those are all part of the throat chakra. And the Sanskrit word for your throat chakra is Vishuddha. Vishuddha. And let me just show the color is, and you notice that I'm wearing blue today. So it's more of like a turquoise blue. So the Amazonite, the aquamarine, turquoise. I'm wearing my turquoise necklace because, like I said, I couldn't find my piece of Amazonite. It literally has vanished, and I'm sure
lapis.
There's also lapis, but lapis is also considered to be a third eye stone. So you'll hear us mention that again when it comes to talking about
remember, they're multi-purposes. Stones do more. It's what you want. If you're using it for the throne, look what you can literally do. I want you to see. You can literally put it on your throat chakra and literally hold it there. And what the stone is doing, it's vibing and clearing the energy in your throat chakra. So as simple as that, or as simple as having nothing, you are the magical tool and going, and guess what? You are now your own frequency, and you are clearing the frequency in your throat chakra. So as simple, if you do not have a crystal, you have the option of just you using your vocal cords to clear that energy.
Yeah. And when you're doing the hum, you can place your hand and you can even feel the vibration. You can feel the vibration moving through you. One of the other crystals I'd like to mention is blue kyanite. That is considered to be like all the chakras. So if
that's everything.
Yes, that is everything.
That is the main one. See, you didn't mention that one. My overall, you have this as Amazonite, and I love that, but I have it as blue kyanite, because blue kyanite is the ult for me. I give people, when I know your throat, I have little pieces, strips of blue kyanite. When I have clients that come to me and I know they're not talking, I'm like, here, take this. I have friends, here, take this. You know what? Because I already know blue kyanite is going to open up your throat chakra, and it's going to help you sing it in the rain. So you got to open up that. And so blue kyanite for me is the ultimate chakra. Throat chakra stone. And even when I heal clients, I put blue kyanite on it, and I just let it sit there and absorb.
Yeah, that was actually one of the first crystals that I started working with years ago when I was first diagnosed, was the blue kyanite, to realign all of the chakras. Because, when you're dealing with chronic pain, the last thing you want to do is have all these different colors. Say, just give me one thing that's going to work, because I don't have the energy right now Just
Yeah,
blue kyanite
and
it
that's
was.
it.
Yeah.
And it's aligning anything. So any crystal
Yeah.
that align or crystal all now, and what she said is right on point. Say you're a person and you're like, I'm not digging all these crystal things. I'm not a crystal hoarder like you. I just want one crystal. Ammonite. Look for the stones that are all. There are many crystals that are all chakra stones. And guess what? You can use them. Use one or two. Put one in your home, one in your house, and there you go. You need that one crystal, and it's a universal crystal to help you clear everything. And blue kyanite is one of them. So absolutely.
Yeah. So that is the Amazonite tea, but now looking back at it, I think I'm gonna keep it to Amazonite, but because I really wanted that whole empowerment, energy behind it. Even though I may end up creating a tea and calling it blue kyanite now, since we brought that
No,
up.
but I think hold
Just,
on,
I
hold
think
on. Think this is an Amazonite tea. You know what? But get yourself a piece of blue
a
kyanite
piece of
with
blue,
it
yes,
because it
definitely.
just empowers it with it. I just think it the
Mhm.
blend. The blend is beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. I think the blend is amazing as is. But for me, I see. You know what? I'm always going to give you my take on the crystals and what I feel. And for me, the best throat chakra crystal out there right now is the blue kyanite because it's universal. It does it all.
Does it all.
Right.
Exactly.
So take that piece. Now, say you have a crystal and check this out. Say it simple. This is how simple she gives you that ingredients, and you say, I'm going to make this tea because I'm going to make, because we want to show you how you can make these teas. You could go buy them, yes, but how about going back to basics? It's more magical when you make them. So you take your little ammonite and you glue it right there to the tip of your tea. And now, every time you're about to drink that tea, guess what? You are now touching your little blue ammonite. And Anna, we're going to use Anna's cup as an adventure. Okay, can you hold this one thing? So look at beautiful Amanda's cup. Ring, 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 ring. And then look,
Oh my gosh,
she
you're
has
doing it.
glued her amanite on there. So when she's drinking, you are touching your crystals. So look at that. And then so amanite is the perfect stone. And as you drink, you are aligning all your chakras at the same time. Guys, you could do this. You don't have to buy this. It's so simple and it's
Yeah, you
crafting.
can use that
So
yourself.
mm-hmm.
The
Find
only
a
thing
crystal cup.
once you attach a piece of crystal to your cup, you want to do a hand wash. You don't want to throw that into the dishwasher because you'll be reattaching every single time. Right. So
Right. Yeah.
that's the only thing I would say is once you do that, hand wash your cup. Yeah.
Make it a special teacup that's your teacup, and
Yeah.
that's what you do. And you could do it for everything. That crystal, you could put amethyst in everything to align your chakras. Because it's so good. Somewhere you touch it, you get plate. It's just amazing for that. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And blue kyanite. So like I said, the blue kyanite for me is everything. So you choose what throat chakra crystal resonates with you more, but you have plenty of options. The
Yeah.
choice is yours, guys.
And another way you can work with the color is like I've got the blue eyeshadow going, and I also dress with the color. I have, like I said, the turquoise on. So that's another way of working with the energy
Yep,
and the
calling in
color.
the colors. I mean, the
Mhm.
rings, the bracelets, anything you want. You can do it. Just do it. Or if you have none of the above, I'm gonna go back to simple basis. Call it in. Look at the sky. I call in the tree. I call in prosperity. I call in love. Your words. Use your throat chakra to speak your magic, because it's just as well by speaking your magic out there. So you
Yep.
don't need anything. I don't have anything. I'm not gonna get anything. Well, then use your words, because you are the magician. I'm going to keep saying that. You are the main tool. Use
Yep.
yourself.
And I want to, you mentioned words, so I want to end with this particular quote here. Words have the power to both destroy and heal. When words are both true and kind, they can change our world. And that is accredited to Buddha.
Thank you, Buddha. Thank you, Buddha. That was beautiful. So remember, guys, there's magic in this cup. All you got to do is make some tea and blend yourself back together. So
Tea or a
thank you,
smoothie
Gina.
or however you want to work with it.
And remember, keep your eye on the time. 5:05, light a candle, do your thing. If you're watching the replay and you haven't done it yet and it's later, doesn't matter. The portal is open. Just put the energy out in the universe and receive. It's set it and forget it. And don't doubt yourself. You are magic.
Right.
Thank you, Gina, for a great will. You guys
Thank you.
take care. We'll see you
Bye,
next week.
everybody.
Bye-bye.